Jose versus Frank, Chelsea versus Spurs, London derby. You gotta love it. Press conference, all the news you need to know, the predicted lineup. Let's go. Welcome to the Gafgas, you guys. The result this weekend wasn't fantastic, but you know what? We step up, we clean ourselves down, pat it down, we keep it stepping. Look, it was really negative after that game and we felt down, but it's a new season. Let's get the positivity, let's get the optimism around the club. We beat Jose tomorrow, we're through to another round, and we might even win a trophy this year. Let's go. If you're new to the channel, do me a massive favor, hit the subscribe button, like the video. Let's get to 300 likes. We haven't hit that in a while, so every single one of you, help the cause please. It really helps a little channel like mine. Let's go. The team news is interesting. Mendy is available for contention for the game, but Pulisic and Ziyech miss out again. This is killing me, guys. We are desperate need for Pulisic and Ziyech. Both players give us a new dimension. Both players will give us new creativity and a lot of pace in the attack. Ziyech in his tempo setting, in his passing, and Pulisic with his ability to beat a man and just offer what Hudson-Odoi offers. Two of them is better than one. We got a new keeper in the building. Caballero had a stinker this weekend. We can't count on him. Kepa, don't get me started. Mendy is here. Mendy's settling nicely, as you can see what Frank is saying. Mendy is going to be Chelsea's number one. It's beyond doubt. He's tall, he's athletic, and most importantly, let's hope he doesn't make stupid mistakes like the other two. I think he's going to start tomorrow. I think it's going to be a good feeling game for him in the cup game. And you know what? Nothing better than going up against Harry Kane. Hopefully he has a great performance, comes and collects a lot of crosses. Positive vibes, let's go. Frank Lampard, in my opinion, all but confirmed that these Rudiger rumours are all real. The way that he says he's not going to make any assumptions. This is basically, I don't want this man in my squad. If we can find someone that will pay us the money that we want, he can go. If we will find a loan fee, he will go. I don't feel any type of way for this man. And for me, this is the right way to go. Rudiger is a good defender, but he makes too many mistakes. For me, Tomori, Christensen, Zuma, and Thiago, more than enough. My first two would be Tomori and Thiago Silva. But Frank clearly rates Christensen highly, but at least he's losing faith in Rudiger, and Rudiger will be leaving the club. Love that. I really respect Frank for what he's doing with Kepa. Look, Kepa's under a lot of criticism. Kepa's under a lot of scrutiny. And for a man that's really young, I'm 24, he's 24, Kepa Arrizabalaga. I can imagine, you know what, you have maybe 2, 3, 4 million Chelsea fans, right, on Twitter, abusing him, sending him stuff like, you're not good at your job, you're bad. Mentally, that would destroy an individual. He doesn't make the mistakes on purpose, he's just really low in his confidence. Frank is not trying to destroy him even further. He's protecting the player, he's protecting our asset. And at the end of the day, you can see by this comment here, Kepa most probably has played his last game for Chelsea, but it's not going to be a time that he's going to remember fondly. I think it's time for him to move on and regain his confidence and become a good player somewhere else. I think it's very interesting as well when Frank was asked about this weekend how he tried to play down things. He said it wasn't a reality check. But really? Do we expect to be drawing with West Brom 3-0 down? He said it wasn't a reality check because he knows we need to work hard. And at the end of the day, I do agree. We do need to work hard. We need to work on a structure and we need to be working on our defensive phase when we're in possession. But yet, Frank, I don't see an improvement in that. That's something we're going to have to change. And hopefully Frank is the right man to do it. But I have my doubts, and you know how I feel about Frank Lampard as the manager. I don't like it. The final point to take away is Callum Hudson-Odoi is confirmed to be a starter now, based on his comments. If Callum keeps performing the way he is, there's no way he's going to be staying out of the squad. He made a good impact this weekend. But there's someone else back in the squad. Victor Moses. Victor Moses is going to be in and around the training team. And you know what? We have 3 wingers at the moment. We need a 4th. And I think Victor Moses is going to be that player. Frank knows him. He's trained with him. And I can imagine Frank knows he's a good influence around the squad that won't complain if he doesn't play. So, as a 4th choice winger, I think it will be Victor Moses. I'm not perfectly happy. I feel indifferent about this. Tell me in the comments below. Do you guys even want Victor Moses to stay? I don't know. I feel very indifferent. I'm not going to lie to you. Right, so we finished the press conference segment. Now it's time for the prediction and then predicted team lineup. But before we continue to that, you made it this far. You got to help a brother out. Hit the like button. Remember to target 300 likes and subscribe to the channel if you're new. We do this before every single game. We do match reviews and we give you the latest transfer rumors. What else do you want? My prediction for tomorrow's game is a 2-1 Chelsea victory. I think it's going to be a tough, well-fought battle. I think Spurs are going to park the bus and somehow we're going to find a way through. I think the players are going to have a point to prove after that West Brom dropping of points. I think Spurs are exhausted. They're playing too many games based on EFL scheduling issues. And I think our squad is just deeper than theirs. I think that both teams are going to have a lot of fringe players playing. Hopefully Kane isn't playing. Hopefully Son Hinman is not playing. And yeah, I think we could get the victory. 2-1 Chelsea. But now time for the predicted XI. Alright, so in goal, I think Mendy is going to get the start. I think it's an important game for him. I think he needs to be assertive, confident, and he's new at the club. He knows that his predecessors sucked, both of them. So it's about time that we regain confidence in our goalkeeper. And this is a good way to start the foundations of believing in our new keeper. I think that right back is going to be Azpilicueta. Look, Reece James played well in the second half, but he played poorly in the first half against West Brom. When I looked over the highlights, I thought, you know what, Reece, you could have done better for the first goal. Maybe even switch on more for the third goal. So I think Aspi's going to get back into the team. And don't be surprised if Aspi becomes the number one right back again because Reece lost his spot. The centre-back partnership, in my opinion, is going to be an interesting one. I've got a feeling it's going to be Kurt Zouma and Fikayo Tomori. I don't think he's going to play Thiago Silva again. I think he needs a rest. And most importantly, I think he needs to just prepare for the weekend game. He's going to come against a lot of pace. So he needs to be fresh, raring to go. I think Tomori's got a point to prove. And it's going to be interesting to see whether Zouma comes back into the team. But I think he will. In the left back position, it's interesting. Because for me, it has to be Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell is ready to go. Frank confirmed it. He's ready to play. And for me, build his confidence up, build his fitness up, get him climatized to the team. And you know what? I don't want to see Marcos Alonso again. Honestly, he's the one player I would rather keep Rudiger than keep Marcos Alonso. Honestly, I need him out of my club ASAP. I think in defensive midfield is going to be the regista, our main man, Jorginho. I think Jorginho is going to come back into the team. It's going to be an important game for Jorginho because we're going to have a lot of the ball against Tottenham. So he's going to have to spray it around and in transition be very careful. I think this player is very underrated and it highlights it when Kovacic is getting ahead of him, Kante's ahead of him, Mount is ahead of him, Havertz is ahead of him. Where does he fit in? And I think this is his opportunity to show where he fits in. He's a very good player and it's about time he gets a fair crack at the cherry. I think we're going to come back in with Mateo Kovacic on the left-hand side. I think Kovacic is going to get the nod and Kovacic is going to be a player that is very important in this game. Kovacic is necessary to relieve pressure. He links up well with Jorginho and in games like this where it's scrappy and you know what, we're going to have the ball but it's more in the middle of the park and we're not going to camp him in. Kovacic is a very good player to just run at people and beat them and just release. And that's why I think he'll play. At the right-hand side of the midfield, I think it's going to be Ross Barkley. Ross Barkley is going to get the nod again. Ross Barkley is a player that has been very good this season. I think he's very underrated. I think he doesn't get enough fair plaudits from the fan base. I think they think he is not very good. I think he's a great squad player. For 6th choice centre midfielder, he does a very good job. He scores goals, he tackles well, he links up play. He's a very talented individual and for me, he needs to stay. He's going to be an excellent squad player for depth when we get injuries. Barkley to start at right-hand side of the midfield. I think Mason Mount on the right-hand side is going to be playing. Look, Mason Mount is beautiful at just being fit and raring to go at all times. The guy has got a typical engine of a player that is going to play over 60 games without getting injured. For me, Mason Mount needs to play because we don't have any other wingers. Victor Moses isn't ready. He's not in the bubble yet. So it's important that we have Mason Mount there just giving us some protection, linking up play. He has to play. I would rest Havertz. I really would. The left-hand side is going to be Callum Hudson-Odoi. Look, Callum Hudson-Odoi had a great 45 minutes against West Brom. It's about time now Callum backs it up with another game and puts the pressure on so he gets the start on the weekend. Because if Callum has another good game against Spurs, Frank can't leave him out. It's as simple as that. Callum is a very talented individual and a lot of people don't give him enough of the plaudits that he deserves. So it's going to be good to see how he plays and I think he'll have a great game. Up top, I think Giroud's going to get his first start of the season. Giroud is an integral player, and for me, I'm not going to lie to you, if it ever comes down between Tammy and Giroud, it has to be Giroud. Giroud will get the nod, he will play, and he will shine, in my opinion. He will bring Callum into the game, Mount into the game, and more importantly, I think midfield running from Ross Barkley is going to be integral when Giroud's in the team. So I think that's going to be our striker. I don't think Timo Werner will get the nod. I think he'll be rested for the Crystal Palace game midweek on the weekend. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Give me your comments below. Is this team going to be good enough to beat Spurs? I think it is. Like I said, 2-1 victory. So this was the Kafka's You. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out. Peace out. Bye.